on with Mr. Limin, our next panelist. And our last panelist.
Selamat siang, Indonesia. Welcome everyone. I'm sure you all had a good lunch, and I'm also sure that our panelists would let you sleep because they're going to share some very good secrets about transformation, especially the digital transformation today with us. And then there's a best kept secret in the financial industry. So they're going to share some wonderful secrets, right? So I'm sure you won't get a chance to sleep, right? So without further ado, let me get started. Right, so we have wonderful panelists here today. So I start with Mr. Edisono, right? Asking him about what he thinks about digital transformation and how he defines it.
Okay. Yeah. Hi everyone. Thanks, Pavan. Usually, people will say that digital transformation is about the use or adoption of technology to improve business. Well, that's not wrong. But for me, digital transformation is about reinventing businesses. And we all know that every enterprise, including mine and yours, now is facing the choice between innovation or extinction. Yeah, that's why all of you are here, right? Attending the World Financial Innovation Series today. Yeah. So digital transformation is not specifically about technology or IT, but it's more about the redefining the business strategy, perhaps even changing your corporate culture. And to success in digital transformation, your company should take technology not as a support function, but as a strategic competency. So it's not just about applying the technology to the business, but it's more redefining your entire business model on the backbone of technology. So, for example, Amazon.com is not about the shopping website. It's forever disruptive and revolutionize the concept, the entire concept of shopping and more. Same like Tokopedia. That's my opinion.
Thanks. So I'm related that question to you as well. So how do you perceive digital transformation, right? And how do you define it?
Sure. I couldn't agree more than what Edisono already shared. So let me add something on top of that. If you look at the terminology of digital transformation, the emphasis that I would put more is more the second word, transformation, not really about the digital itself. Although the technology, of course, plays a key role there, but what organization really needs to have is really to think about where they are today and where they need to be in the next 3 to 4 years, right? The way I see also, technology is just one of the part there, but actually there are 4 components here we're talking about. Number one is the goal or strategy. Where do we want to take the organization in the next coming years? The other 3, one is technology, but the other 2 that many organizations forget that, in my view, are business process and people. You can have great technology, you can have great processes, but if you don't know where you want to go, you don't have the right people, forget it, right? And that's what many organizations that I've seen kind of like struggling when they try to do digital transformation. because they haven't really decided yet where they want to be. So in short, for me, I would prefer to call digital transformation more as business transformation, whereby technology is as one of the enabler. That's how what I see on it.
Okay, that's a very good definition. And that is, it's business transformation with sprinkles of digital technology. And maybe I'll just keep over one, right? Asking him about how he sees adoption of digital transformation or digital technologies here in this market and what's driving it, especially in the financial sector in Indonesia.
Thank you, Pavan. Great question. Selamat sore, rekan-rekan semua. Karena udah siang ya, kita mungkin karena saya juga pakai batik sendirian gitu ya. Kita pakai bahasa Indonesia aja supaya lebih interaktif gitu ya diskusinya. Jadi questionnya related, what's driving the digital transformation? So kalau dari saya selalu melihat digital transformation sebagai akibat gitu ya. Pasti ada sebabnya apa gitu. Yang pertama kalau saya lihat sebabnya adalah mobile dan internet penetration gitu ya. Di Indonesia saat ini as of Januari 2022 kita tuh udah memiliki 370 juta device yang terkoneksi dengan internet gitu ya. Even surpass our population in Indonesia. So there's a lot of devices connected, right? Dan itu semua ada di tangan teman-teman gitu ya. That's the first driving factor. Dan yang kedua, kalau kita sudah punya device, kita sudah punya jaringan, siapa yang serve? What is the backend gitu ya? Yang kedua dari faktornya tentunya adalah cloud. Dengan kita lihat most major cloud provider di dunia gitu ya, buka data center di Indonesia, from AWS, Google, Huawei, dan recently Alibaba already open data center di Indonesia. Cloud is definitely driving factor ya, di mana kita bisa lihat cloud memudahkan untuk bisnis baru dan berkembang maupun established company untuk track their digital transformation gitu ya. Dan terakhir tentunya yang seal the deal adalah pandemic. Dengan adanya pandemic kita lihat shifting dari customer maupun employee behavior ya dan expectation dari work from office to work from anywhere, anytime. Faster dan also more personalized gitu ya. Kalau saya lihat 3 faktor itu dan apabila kita lihat post pandemic era gitu ya, saat ini kita ada di post pandemic era ya. Nah di banking kita akan melihat lebih ke arah environmental policy dan sustainability serta cyber security sebagai part of the digital transformation strategy kita. In this in my opinion.
Okay, then he's our representative. Maybe how do you think it's going to be? What are the things or the factors that will drive digital transformation in the future? Currently, actually, you're talking about that it's the change in work culture and then also way cloud adoption has been increasing. Right? So, how do you see that drivers actually heading forward to the future? What other drivers do you see?
Thank you for the question, Pavan. Saya Benny dari Zurich Insurance Indonesia. I'm head of the digital transformation. So answering your question about what drives the digital transformation, for us in the insurance industry is only one. It's customer expectation. Because our industry needs to survive with customer and only by meeting their expectation then we can grow as a company. But I'm supporting what Juan has said before. In terms of customer expectation, it's being created because of the service and experience they get from the current technology they in the industry. Like e-commerce redefines how they expect their expectation of speed. Grab basically tell people that you can get things when you want it, right? And then also you get personalized services. And the fourth one is the security that you get by transaction or booking. So that four things actually drive the customer expectation. And then we as a company, insurance company in the industry, we are the one who need to actually meet the customer expectation. And the customer these days, I think in banking and financial industry, kita tahu bahwa Indonesia ini dalam 2020 sampai 2035 kita bakalan enjoy something that we call demographic growth, where actually persentase dari orang yang aktif itu bakalan paling tinggi dari range of group tersebut. Nah, gimana kalau kita breakdown lagi orang yang aktif di range umur tersebut mostly Gen X and Gen Y, millennial and Gen Z. Dari sana millennials, we are the digital pioneers. Orang yang pertama kali enjoy digital technology, while Gen Z is digital native. Starting from a very young age, they have already enjoyed digital technology. So that shaped the expectation, and together with all the digital provider, it just changed how us as an insurance company that already exists for a long time need to actually met the expectation.
Thanks, Kenny. Thanks for giving some credits to millennials as well as the digital pioneers. So you really touched upon a bit on EWS itself, talking about how Edisono itself is that they kind of had the digital disruption initiative. So I just wanted you to share some examples of what digital transformation would look like in practice. Yeah. So always we talk about digital transformation as more of a concept. So how do you see it in reality? Give us an example.
Okay, Pavan, thank you. So I'm from a banking industry, same like Pak Charles here, my friend, and Jioe also. So in banking, we realized that we need to grow the business, we need to reach certain level of customer base, and we need more new customers. And in the past, you know the banking industry, how to increase the customer base. You need to add more new branches, brick and mortar. You need to add more people to be able to get more customers. And I believe that all of us have experience in open bank account, right? So I believe all have the experience. To open a bank account, you need to come to a bank, to visit the branch. After that, you need to meet the customer service, right? Even before you meet customer service, you also need to queue, right? After you meet customer service, then you need to fill a form. After you fill a form, sometimes the form can be pages. After you fill a form, you need to give your ID, and then you need to wait for the customer service to copy your ID. After that, you need to wait for the customer service to key in your data into the system. So how long it take? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or more than that. That experience we think is a long queue, right? So to open one single conventional bank account, we did how many times? And then if one of my branch manager can onboard a corporate that want to open the payroll account, usually you cannot finish it in one day. If you want to change in one day, then we need to split to other branches because so many accounts for the payroll account. And in 2 years ago, 2020, COVID came, right? Lockdown or movement restriction. No one come to the branch. So how? We need to grow customers. Nobody need to come to the branch. Even some of my branches are also closed because of the red case, because of the infection. There's a regulation, we need to close the branch. We really need a breakthrough. And I remember on August 2020, UB launched a digital apps called Tomorrow. It's our digital banking apps. That apps enable us to onboard the customers 24/7, meaning that anytime, anywhere. Process is simple, 9 minutes. So with that really a game changer for our bank. Because of that, now my branch productivity in opening or customer acquisition is not double, it's not triple, even more than that. So that's a real example for me how the digital transformation really changed our entire business model.
Thank you. So this kind of gives a face digital transformation, how digital transformation will look like, right? There'll be some benefits of time for them, some benefits of acquiring more plus benefits. Thanks for that example. Right? And we want to charge, right? So the most difficult question: what's difficult in digital transformation? Whether it's culture, people, talent, skill set, what is difficult?
So the question is, what is the most difficult thing in doing business transformation? I think I can split that into two things here. One is getting a clear alignment among the top management in terms of where do we want to be in the next coming years. Related to what I mentioned earlier before, it all starts with where do we want to be. Without having a clear goal, what do we want to achieve, forget about the journey, right? Once you have that, I think the second most difficult thing is the execution. And this is the interesting thing when we talk about execution. It starts all from people, because we are all the ones that doing the execution. But the challenge is, in many organizations, is that when you want to do business transformation, it's really about creating your own future. And when creating your own future, you need to make sure that you have your best people doing the execution. But at the same time, the best people are also needed in the BAU, in the business as usual, right? So how do you find the right balance there? In large organizations where they have relatively big resource pool, they might have relatively, less issue on that. But in smaller organizations, they got more issue with that. So the question is how to solve that, basically. That's where you probably can consider to take support from external. But again, it costs money as well. And when we talk about cost, then it goes back again, what is the commitment from top management? So it goes back again to the first point, the alignment among the top management. So those are really two things that I think really crucial when you want to have a successful transformation.
And I think because I have spoken to a lot of many executives over a period of time, right? When we talk to them about what is the biggest challenge that they have, people challenge, they do have people challenge of skill sets. And one of the things that they always mention is like, how do we have a clear vision, right? Where do we go? Should we be following what competitor is doing? Or should we be doing something of our own, something that's more unique, right? So that's kind of having that proper vision. Right. So earlier we touched upon cloud, right? Adoption of cloud and how it actually can help you with digital transformation and stuff. So I just wanted to understand a bit more in terms of the role of cloud today, right, in digital transformation.
Okay. So talking about role of cloud, right? So I think role of cloud, and I believe all the audience here it will be the same, right? It's very conditional. Ya. Jadi kalau kita lihat cloud ya, cloud saat ini kan kita ngomong di bank itu memiliki data center sendiri gitu ya. Dan data center di bank itu udah pasti udah occupied dengan core banking, dengan transactional system, dengan yang lainnya gitu ya. Dimana kita mau berinovasi, apakah kita harus beli hardware baru, apakah kita harus buka data center baru, even worse gitu ya. Jadi kenapa kalau saya bilang cloud itu penting, karena kita lihat saat ini kita di era mobile explosion, kita di era internet explosion, kemudian juga ditambah dengan big data revolution gitu ya, which is a lot of inovasi, a lot of R&D yang required gitu untuk kita move to digital transformation. Dan tanpa bantuan cloud ya, menurut saya itu impossible dilakukan gitu ya. Bagaimana kita bisa scale our infrastructure to meet on demand requirement dari customer gitu ya, saat ada promo, saat ada event gitu ya. Apalagi kalau di Maybank kita ada Maybank Bali Marathon yang kemarin baru dilakukan di bulan September gitu, di mana tuh aksesnya melonjak gitu ya untuk 1 bulan tersebut gitu ya. Nah itu bagaimana kita bisa memberdayakan cloud gitu ya, tentunya cloud yang ada di data center di Indonesia, dan terutama juga itu kita bagaimana melihat inovasi baru gitu ya, tanpa adanya kita membuat IT waste gitu. Artinya misalkan ada inovasi baru yang kita mau jalankan, pastinya kita instead of traditional way kita invest di hardware baru, aplikasi baru, kita bisa leverage cloud gitu. Dimana apabila inovasinya ternyata gagal, karena kan inovasi tidak selalu berakhir indah ya, nggak selalu happy ending gitu ya. Kita bisa just decommission cloudnya gitu, selesai gitu ya. Jadi kalau menurut saya itu sangat-sangat membantu sekali sih kalau untuk di industri seperti perbankan maupun industri keuangan. Yeah.
Thanks. And this kind of gives you a view that when you talk about digital transformation, there are a lot of changes that you do. Actually, one of the good examples that you gave was like traditional view of developing your applications. Procure hardware, wait for it to be delivered, get started with it, and then development teams, all the controls, access that they need. So cloud kind of gives you a quick starter or a good starter to get started with all your cloud transformation journeys or maybe digital transformation journeys or business transformation journeys and so on. And to get we also wanted to understand how do you ensure that when we do this digital transformations, all the agents are actually received well by the end consumer. For example, it could be a product, the services, or it could be a customer experience that we're looking at. How do you ensure it's
Question. The answer might not be that simple. How we ensure that what we deliver is actually what the customer wants. I think as an organization, we all have the tools to make sure that we do enough research, whether internally or get the external result. We do design thinking session, you guys are familiar with that, to understand what's the customer need. But after all those things, when you guys do execution, I think we must remember for me, if we are talking about innovation, we treat ourselves as entrepreneur, but in the internal organization, we call them intrapreneur. So what they actually do is when you have these new things that you want to try, you do it in a scale such that you test the market first. And then slowly when you got the result of KPI that you want, you can scale up, expand it. Right, that's where you actually make sure that I think even when people talk about digital transformation, the fact is 90% of all the initiative actually fails. So it's same as when you are an entrepreneur, you do invest in some of the business, some of the products, but not everything is a hit, right? So for us to be able to make sure that we make use of our resources as efficient as possible, we obviously do a lot of tests and try to go to market. But the trick is not to put 100% of our resource in that initiative alone. You grow it as and when you see a promise or it hits a certain KPI that you need. Like, you obviously, if you have a product, for example, I think it's an interesting sharing session by internal jury that we told them, like, if you want to create a new product, you don't have to actually really do all the studies and then get, for us insurance, we need OJK approval and then you launch it to the market. Why don't we just start with creating a brochure? Like we create a brochure and then just try to sell it to a potential customer, see what's the take-up rate. Just tell them that this is our new product. If you are interested, can you leave us your contact number? Then with that, if you get enough validation that this is something that they want, then you do the next phase. Rather than you put like couples of $1 million inside it and then let's just go.
Thanks, Gary. It's kind of like, I can summarize it more like, it starts small and fade fast, right? Yeah, approach.
Sorry?
Start small and fade fast approach.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
It has this negative notion to it.
The word that I like is you start small and you move fast. So obviously as an organization, I don't think any of us like the word speed. So when you get whether it's good or not, then you move fast. You make a decision fast, but I don't like fail fast.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, like more of an agile way of doing things. Yeah, right. Maybe back to Eddie, right? Asking him more about what would be one piece of advice. This is the one I was talking about. They're going to tell you a secret, right? So I just was asking them for advice in terms of those organizations who are keep starting their transformation journey, right? What would be our advice?
Okay, so what advice to start the digital transformation? Okay, I think at least here, 4 things. First is what is your digital strategy? You need to have this. How your company will, what role that your company will play in digital future, and then what is your business model? How you're gonna take your strategy into the market, and then you also need an enabler. Just as explained that you need to have to know the new technology, skill, culture that you need to succeed. And then last one, orchestration, how you can level the scale from experimentation to a full transformation. For the benefit of the people here, I give the example for what I shared for our digital bank apps. Right? At least for the transformation, there's a few steps. First is elimination. We did eliminate the processes, the process that customer need to come to the branch. We eliminate, and then we also eliminate the process that customer need to fill into the form of account opening form. Then we also can simplify. Second step to simplify. We simplify everything, the processes into very short process. We integrate the process of the KYC and verification using the technology, the face recognition technology to ensure that happen. We need technology here. And also we automate all the process from end to end, including the documentation. So we start with the mindset that digital transformation is actually has potential to level the playing field, that provide a low-cost tools and enable strategy for a small and medium-sized business to get a fighting chance to compete at the same level as a major enterprise. So, for me, there is a say that the race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong. Time and chance happen to those who know the right thing. So this create with the technology, with this transformation, this create a lot of opportunity for all of us to able to compete and survive. That's my advice.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks. Maybe moving on to Charles, right? So I'll actually ask you the same question, that bit of a thing to watch out for, right? Like, what would be your advice? And then also, what are the pitfalls they should be watching out for during a digital transformation journey, or where they kick off their business transformation journey?
So if you ask me what would be my advice, then I would ask you another question, which is the question I think that we need to ask ourselves: what are the options that we have? What is transformation all about? It's actually adapting your organization to the latest development of the market design. I think we have seen enough examples. Back in late 90s, Kodak. Anybody still remember what Kodak is? What happened at that time? Most of the customers starting already getting very interested in digital camera. Many other camera producers starting to invest a lot in digital technology. But Kodak, what did they say? I think many customers still like using the old way. So we don't need to change. See what's happened? They died. See back in the beginning of 2000s, BlackBerry, the same story. You know, especially in Indonesia, the users of BlackBerry were only so many that they really confident that nobody can beat them. You know. Then Samsung came. The game changed. Everybody left the BlackBerry because they did not want to change. Now it's the same thing where we are right now with financial services, be it banking or insurance or fintech. What other options that you have? Do you have any other option of not doing transformation? No, we don't. The only thing that is not changing is the change itself. Right? So if you choose not to change, you know what will happen. If you choose to change, if you choose to transform, it will not be easy, but you need to do that, basically.
And if you could shed some light in terms of what are the pitfalls to watch out for, what not to do. So not transform right. Okay, maybe we're going to Benny as well, right? Asking him about how do they make sure entire organization kind of onboards onto digital transformation. Right? How do you get the earlier we spoke about how customers you ensure that customers will receive the benefits of digital transformation. Now we are more talking about how do you make sure the entire organization is with you and you kickstart the transformation journey.
Okay, so back to digital transformation. The most important three phases of digital transformation that we need to take care of. The first is the base, meaning that what we've already touched about, like the management, strategy, and decision, how we want to move forward with the organization. That's the base. So you got the support from the top level of management, you know the strategy, you know where you want to go. Then you have the teams, which you think that's good enough and are capable of executing the strategy. So once you get, obviously when you get the support from the management, you will definitely get the funding required and you have the teams to execute. That's the base one, the first step. The second is for the teams itself to select those lighthouse projects. Right. So those projects that you think that's easier for you to execute and will get results that's felt by the organization. And with that, you also need to build up your next initiative of lighthouse project that you do. So in the second phase, it's very important for the teams to be able to execute those lighthouse projects successfully. That's where the second stage is achieved, meaning that once you manage to execute it successfully, those small projects, people will gain confidence. They will see you, okay, this is not just playing around in the company, doing all those small tricks, but it's something that's of value to an organization. And then when the second stage is reached, you get enough gauge, you get enough support, that's where you go to this third step, which is like you scale up. You do a lot more and then you do a lot more initiative and the bigger impact. That's why you make sure that the organization is successful. Yeah, that's all.
Maybe to Jioe. So maybe what would be your piece of advice for people who are kicking off their digital transformation journey, and also if you have any pitfalls for them to watch out for? Any pitfalls to watch out for, anything to watch out for, things they shouldn't do.
Advice, right? So, iya, karena yang terakhir ya, saya ingin berbagi untuk merekap lah apa yang disampaikan Pak Edi, Pak Charles sama Pak Benny gitu ya. Kalau saya simpelnya back to 4M gitu ya, kalau saya bilang advice ataupun ini ya tips untuk teman-teman gitu ya. 4M lebih singkat 4M. Yang pertama M-nya adalah motivation gitu ya. Tadi Pak Charles mention about the why of doing the digital transformation gitu ya. Apakah memang karena keadaan yang mengharuskan kita berubah atau karena kita just fear of missing out. Nah itu is different story gitu ya. Motivationnya harus clear dulu dan itu disupport oleh manajemen. That's the first M gitu ya. The second M will be the mindset. Gitu ya. Tadi Pak Edi mention about the digital mindset gitu ya. Bagaimana kalau kita mulai dari legacy to modern, dari monolithic to microservices, dari manual to automation, dan mungkin di fourth industry evolution from automation to autonomous ya. The same auto but different approach gitu ya. Right mindset is very important. Dan M yang ketiga tentunya adalah mastery. Tadi Pak Charles beberapa kali bilang mention tentang orang ya. Pak Benny juga orang yang saat ini susah ya. Di Maybank juga kita banyak opening new ini ya, headcount gitu ya, terus kemudian di situ. Mobil ya kita di sini kita tambah tapi di belakang kita mobil untuk rekrut. Ya jadi mastery ya, mastery people skill set is very important to support the digital transformation strategy. Dan the last M I think Pak Benny mention about money ya, it's all about money. Jadi funding budget is very important to support the digital transformation strategy. It's not cheap, yeah, definitely it's not, and that's why back to the first M, motivation is very important. Okay. I think that's all from myself. Thank you.
Thanks, Juan. Right. Thanks for beautiful insights that you guys have shared. Right. I surely want to continue this conversation in more detail, but we are running late with time, so I try to wrap it up. So what we have learned today, or what we have heard from the panelists today, is why digital transformation. Right. One of the good points that Charles mentioned earlier is there is no choice. Right. The second thing is how do you actually get started with it, right? So when Eddie mentioned that start small, right? It doesn't have to be something big bang that will start boiling the ocean and move fast, right? And then also you heard from Juan talking about how cloud technologies and then things can be brought together to make things faster, right? And then also heard from Eddie as well talking about how you envision digital transformation. So what are the examples, right? One of the things that you quoted is around opening an account, right? How long it used to take before they actually kick off the transformation journey, and how long does it take now, and the volume that it can bring in right now, right? So that kind of summarizes it. Thank you all the panelists for your time today, right? Appreciate it very much, right? So for all of you, thank you for your time as well. And I'm from Hazelcast, so we have a booth just outdoors, so you can visit us in Hazelcast booth as well and know more about what we do in financial sector. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Terima kasih. Thanks.